Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen we're making some easy, delicious Philly cheesesteaks. So let's get started. First off, set your oven to 400 so it's nice and hot, and now we have a little bit of prep work to do. For this recipe, you'll want half a red and half a green bell pepper. In a pinch, you could use one whole bell pepper, your choice. I also want half of a large sweet onion. Remove the pith and seeds from your peppers. You'll want thin slices of both of these. Cut the cap off, give it a smash, and just slice away. Thinly slice your half onion as well, so remove the top and the bottom, and slice. A sharp knife here is a great thing to have. My veggies are chopped, so grab a large skillet and some oil. We're gonna get this nice and hot. Place your skillet over medium-high heat. Add 1 tablespoon of oil. And we want this to be nice and shimmering in the pan, meaning the oil is very hot before we add our veggies in. My oil is shimmering in the pan, so let's grab our veggies and pop those in. Give those a mix, and we're gonna add half a teaspoon of salt right now. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And by the way, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes every week. And a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You're gonna cook this stirring occasionally for about 10 minutes or until the veggies are browned and caramelized. Just keep an eye on this. It smells so good already, by the way. While this cooks, I'm gonna slice my steak. For this recipe, we're using 1 pound of sirloin steak, thinly sliced. Philly cheesesteak is, of course, a recipe from Philadelphia, specifically South Philadelphia. Around 1930, an Italian-American hot dog vendor did some improvising and came up with this delicious recipe, although the cheese is a later addition. A little stir. Finish slicing your sirloin. Transfer your steak to a large bowl, and then we can season it. Here we want a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 of black pepper. And of course, you can add your favorite herbs and spices as you please. This is yours. I wouldn't say no to some hot stuff here. Toss the meat so everything's nicely coated. Okay. My veggies are browned really nicely, nice and soft. So I'm gonna transfer these to a bowl just to hang out. Still over medium-high heat, we're gonna add the remaining 1 tablespoon of veggie oil. Any high heat oil will be fine, by the way. Increase to high heat. Once your oil's shimmering, transfer the steak and arrange in a nice even layer. Once you have a nice even layer of steak, allow this to cook undisturbed for about 1.5 minutes before we flip this over. It's been about 90 seconds, so it's time to flip this steak over so it's nice and evenly cooked. I flipped everything over, so it's 1 more minute of cook time at high heat now. It's been about 1 minute, so grab your veggies, and we're gonna add these right into the steak. Mix that in. And now we're gonna take this off heat and let it hang out, because we're not gonna eat this with our hands. We need some bread. We are gonna eat it with our hands, but not directly. We need the bread. Grab 4 hoagie rolls and place them onto a baking sheet, opened and cut side up. These are gonna get nice and toasty, and yes, there is of course cheese for the Philly cheesesteak. That's coming soon. Toasting these will give us a sturdier base, so everything will be held together nicely and they won't fall apart because this steak is very juicy. These are going right into the oven for 8 minutes at 400 degrees, so they're nice and toasty. Once out of the oven, evenly divide the steak and veggie between your 4 buns, and then we're gonna top it with cheese. Once the steak's been distributed, we can top this with 1 to 2 slices of provolone per cheesesteak. It's your cheesesteak, so do as you please. And no, you don't have to use provolone. You can use any cheese that you truly love. It's your sandwich. A popular addition is Cheese Whiz, but we're not gonna go there today. We're gonna cover these up loosely and just allow the cheese to melt for 1 to 2 minutes. If it's a really cold day or somebody called and these got cold before you added the cheese on, just turn your oven off, pop these in for a minute or 2 and pull it out. The oven's really hot, it's still at 400 degrees. Once that cheese is nice and melty, close your sandwich up, and just like that, it's ready to enjoy. That is a hearty, juicy, delicious sandwich. I hope you get a chance to make this easy recipe, and if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and check out my easy meal playlist.